Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this new episode of the series of podcasts by the French-Ukrainian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am your host, Sébastien Gobert, speaking to you with a kind of a broken voice, and I am joined today by my eminent guest, Oleksandra Balyasna. Hello, Oleksandra.
Hello, good evening.
Oleksandra, you are the head of the NGO Rani Ptachki, which means early bird in Ukrainian. It aims at improving the care for premature babies. It's a very important, underreported issue. And your activity has been just rewarded with the Stvoreno Jinkami Award, an award that recognizes the most innovative and prospective businesswomen in Ukraine. So first off, congratulations.
Thank you so much. It is very unexpected and I'm very pleased to know this information, and I'm very honored, of course, as well. So I'm very thankful for the attention to my project, to myself. So I'm very thankful for that.
And I know that the competition was quite tough this year. So we are dying to learn more about your project. Would you guide us through it, please? I believe it all started from your personal experience.
My personal story became in 2012 when I gave birth to my daughter. She was 1 kilo, 270 grams. Of course, no one is expecting a baby being born on the 6 or 7 months of pregnancy, and I never expected that this is possible. For me, it was huge stress, as for every family that is facing such a problem. But apart from having very big stress and not understanding what to do next, I had a problem to find right clothing for my child, for example, for having psychological or information support. So I was facing lots of problems, and my first decision that I would like quickly discharge from hospital and forever forget about this story. But with some time, people started to talk to me and ask for advice. Where can I buy special clothing? To which doctor should I go if I have such a problem? Or what can I do to support my family emotionally? So I started to get different people around me who were having the same problems. And I understood that this is a huge problem, a huge gap in our country. With some time, I realized that this is a gap that someone should take over and do something in Ukraine. So after maybe 5 months after my child was born, I already founded a social entrepreneurship that was producing tiny clothes for premature babies. And within some time, I was introduced in a big medical conference to all the medical society with whom I collaborated already in producing special positioners, covers for the incubators and covers for the little beds for the intensive care unit. And within some time, I realized that clothing, it's not the only problem that these babies are facing. And so for me, it became my social mission to talk for the rights of those babies. And it was in 2015 when I found out about the movement of parents movement all over the world. I went to a big summit of parents. It was organized by EFCNI, which is European Foundation Care of Newborn Babies, and I was introduced to the European Foundation, different societies, especially, for example, from France, from Africa, from different parts of the world, and realized that we still don't have any parent representatives in Ukraine, but in every part of the world there is already a parent organization. And I thought, well, if it's not me, then who will do this? So this is how everything started.
And how has your work been accepted in Ukraine? Because you mentioned that you started from scratch.
As in every country, when the parent movement starts to become visible, at the beginning, doctors are not very often favored of this movement because they don't understand why parents should be so active. They tell us, know your place. We are the doctors, we do our job, and your job is just to be next to your child. Don't be so active. But only with time, intensive care units realize that only together we can have a very good result, the best result for every baby. Only then they started to accept us. And only now, sometimes they even invite us to the intensive care unit. They ask us to come. They ask us to tell what can we do better to make the intensive care unit more patient-friendly. So this became only maybe now, after 6 years of official work, this became visible for me, for example. And that's what I would like to achieve on every clinic, just to have the patients heard. That's why I think it's very important to build this trust and dialogue in between parents and doctors so that we have the best outcome for every child when the child goes home. That's what we are working on a strategic level in the long run.
And apparently, you're doing very well. And you winning the Stvoreno Žinkami Award may help you even more. But what was your motivation to take part in this competition in the first place?
Frankly, I was starting this project as an idea just to do something to help without a big intention of having business. Never felt myself like a big businesswoman or something. But I'm running this project for 8 years, and I understand every project should be sustainable. It should give the result. And for me, it doesn't really matter if this is charity project or this is business project. It should be coming with KPIs. It should have the system. It should have the structure, the strategy, the strategic development, and the business plan. How do you would like to see your project in 5 years? How you would like to develop? What commission should be? The advisory board should be with you so that you go to the right direction and you go to the strategic goals that you need. So at this point, I realized that for 8 years I've been running this project, but I never put it on a professional level so that it is has the business plan and it's completing the business plan. I was always going only with my personal intentions, but I'm not a business person. I don't have the background. So this year I decided to dive into the study program school. I finished business school like it was a little bit smashed in the way with COVID because it was supposed to be 9 months program supported by the Embassy of United States. It was also a grant that I received. My project passed through 800 projects and went to the finalist of 50. So I got this education for free. But finalizing this education gave me a very firm determination and vision that I would like to continue my studies. So, for example, a few days ago, I applied to another business program where I would like to put my business into systematic approach to get the understanding of, for example, how to do pricing, how to do marketing, how to do. So I'm learning all the time, and I realized that this project has a big potential. It has a big opportunities to conquer the world and be effective, to have sustainable approach and giving a new workplaces for premature parents, for example, of babies. Maybe more mothers and fathers of premature babies can work in this project. Maybe this project can go more wider to other regions in other countries where these goods are still needed. So I see a big potential. I believe in this project and deeply in my soul know that it is very needed because myself I experienced the need of it when I was in this position, and I see that step by step I'm getting to the results where I wanted to be.
And what about now? What do you expect from your victory? And how will it help you to achieve your goals?
We'll continue to work on my business plan, which was finalized like 2 weeks ago. I have a few business consultants who are guiding me to the right ways. Because, of course, a successful business cannot run with 2 or 4 people. It should be a bigger team. And in order to settle it down, I need to have more people who would be working on it. I'm in contact also with my colleague from a very big NGO who has not the same type of work, but very similar. But she's from France. Her name is Charlotte, and she's the head of big NGO, well known in Europe. It's called SOS Prema. Because she had a little bit the similar story, because she produced clothing and then she had NGO. And I would like to know how was the system, how she transferred from making clothes to NGO and how she merged these two projects. I'm also working with a strategic analyst and with the marketing specialist to build up the marketing program. And the marketing program is something that I'm really missing to make it more systematic. And thirdly, I need with the business award, I plan to make the certification of, because I'm lacking few certificates to sell to other markets. I'm missing those certificates. So, what I'm working on at the moment, I'm working on a special course, because positioning what I'm actually my philosophy with my attitude is individual approach to every baby. This is in the world, it's known as need cap or fine. This is huge directions where the individual care is made in the way that the baby was discharged from the hospital more quickly with better results. But in Ukraine, we don't have even one specialist who would be certified. So after the ceremony, I plan to focus on the quality of the goods, but also I would like to address technical details. I have never had opportunity to talk to technicians that would help me to make the products on the better level, better quality products and better quality of production. Because for 8 years, many things changed in manufacturing world, and I would like to have the advice of professional people, have different views. And also, if there is an opportunity to talk to European specialists, I would like to have their opinion, have their thoughts about it, how I can make my product more safe, better, and use those elements that are still missing in my products. For example, this can be washable, or this can be more sustainable to the nature. Maybe more eco products can be used, more eco materials can be applied. So I'm sure that I should go further to improve it, use better technologies. In the certification is the second thing. And the third thing, I would like to make the lines, the collections more, so that there is more variety and choice for the parents who are in the intensive care units. That's my nearest plans that I would like to do in the next 6 months.
Well, that's for the next 6 months, and we're obviously looking forward to learn more about what will come after that. So for now, we're going to congratulate you once again and to thank you for this precious information on such an important topic. Thank you so much, Oleksandra.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for your invitation.
And thank you everyone for listening to this last episode of the series of podcasts by the French-Ukrainian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This was Sébastien Gobert. Let's meet soon for a new conversation.